and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Steve and today I'm going to do a walk around video presentation for you of this fantastic 2016 Mitsubishi Triton Exceed. Now as you can see in the titanium, fantastic colour, and straight away on the video I'm sure you've already noticed we've got our nice bright daytime running lights that really pop out of the headlights there, giving a really great style. Now with the Exceed, they do have the chrome grille in the 2016 model. They also have the fog lamps down the bottom. Now this one, the previous owner has gone to the extent of putting on the chrome nudge bar, which is really good accessory, about $900 value there. Having the two mounting points for your driving lights if you really wanted to put them on too. Number plate down there nicely. Part of the condition of video of this today is going to be the condition of the paintwork. And being such a new car, the condition is fantastic. As I look across the bonnet, it is hard to see any marks. There might be just a tiny stone chip there. So there might be one or two stone chips on the front, but overall, fantastic condition. We've got our very nice headlights in here, which are nicely styled there too. And then coming around to the driver's side here, looking at our front guard, really good condition. And then we go down to look at our alloy wheels. So we've got our diamond alloy wheels there in great condition with fantastic tyres on here. Coming up from there, we've got our chrome side mirrors now. The really good thing with the Exceeds is they are foldable as well, and we've got the indicator in there too. So really good. Keyless entry with this model Triton as well, so you've got your button there on the chrome door handles. We also have the chrome tubular side steps down below. Just caught a tiny little mark just above the door there. Overall, one more just there, but overall condition on the side of the paint doors, really good condition here. We've got the privacy glass at the back, so it's not just window tint, sorry, it is actually stained glass. So most people will get the front windows tinted dark as legal and a clear UV tint wrapped around the back where the privacy glass is. And as we come further back, you'll notice at the top here, we do have our very nice chrome sports bars. On the side, you can see the flush mount tonneau cover as well, but we'll go through that in a moment. Coming down, looking at the whole tub here, really good condition. Once again, our rear diamond alloy rim, fantastic condition there with great tyres on there. And as we step around to the back of the car now, looking at our Triton, fantastic condition here. We've got our very nicely styled tail lights. We have a high mount stop lamp in the Exceed, our reverse camera there, our rear step, which makes it really handy for getting in and out, and we also have a tow bar down below, so that's going to give us the ability to tow 3.1 tonne brake. And as I said, flush mount tonneau cover, so pulling the little lip there, you just run your finger along underneath, popping it open. When you pop it open, you'll see we've got these little tabs, so if you really do load up the back, these tabs just clip straight onto there like that and gives you the ability to really stack some higher stuff in there. So popping that open, we'll open up our tub here, and as you can see in there, we do have our genuine tub liner, so really good condition there. Hasn't been used very much, a little bit of dust in there, but overall fantastic condition inside. Popping that shut, nice and easy to do the tonneau cover, just pulling it over on one side and then running your hands along like that. And as we come around now to the left hand side, looking at the rear tub, you can see our tail lights wrapped nicely into the side of the tub there, really nicely styled, great condition paintwork on the side here. Once again, looking at our diamond alloy wheel here, they are very nicely styled. We do have just a little bit of minor gutter rash on the side there. Fantastic tyres though. And then moving forward, we've got our filler on the left hand side too. The great thing with the Tritons is they are a high flow filler, so you can pull up to the truck stops and use the bigger diesel Bowser to fill up a bit quicker. Now having a look on the left hand side of the car here, really good condition across the vehicle. Might be a little mark just on the door, nope, that's wiped off. Once again, great side steps there. And using the side steps just so I can see up on the roof, having a look at the roof, absolutely fantastic condition up there. We do have our aerial up the top there too. Once again, the chrome side mirror on the driver's passenger side, fantastic condition with our indicator integrated. And then our front alloy rim, fantastic condition once again with great tyres there. Now as we pop back around to the front, I'm going to pop the bonnet and go through where all the power of this 2.4 litre turbo diesel engine comes from. I'll just pop the right one instead of the fuel. So as we pop the bonnet here, you're going to see They went from the old models being a 2.5 down to these 2.4 models, which are fantastic, producing a little bit more power. So we're going to get 133 kilowatts of power out of this one with 430 Newton meters of torque. Now all this is coupled with the 5-speed automatic transmission, giving us a fantastic fuel consumption of 7.6 litres on average per 100 kilometres. So that equates to around 987 kilometres of driving out of our 75 litre tank on this Triton. Alright, now to the inside of our fantastic Triton Exceed here. We're going to start on the driver's side here. You'll see we've got our window controls, our window lock button, our door handle there. Not a lot going on, nice and simple. But turning my steering wheel to the right, down here you'll see we've got our traction stability control button. We also have our headlight adjustment. Now really handy in the utes. If you load the back of the tub right up and you're driving at night time, you can actually adjust your headlights back down to the road, so that you can see where you're driving over night time. As I said, with the mirror controls here, you can actually fold them in. So pushing that button, they fold in nicely out of the way, and when the car locks, it also folds in, so you're not having to worry about that. Push button start, which is really nice. We also have 2 proximity keys for this car, which I'll just dig out of my pocket. So you've got those there, as well as extra lock there on the key. Not sure what that one's for. On the right hand side here, we've got our headlight and indicator switch with our fog lamp switch. You'll see here it does have automatic headlights, so not having to worry about turning them on or off. And the same for our wipers. We've also got on the left hand stalk, we have our rain sensing wipers. So a big sensor up behind the mirror here, which is really handy. And we have our paddle shifters here. Now that's really good for when we're driving and towing. Makes it a lot easier for towing and braking with the engine brake, rather than relying solely on the brakes. Having a look at my steering wheel here, very nicely leather wrapped. The cruise control settings are on the right hand side. Now really good there, turn it on and off and it shows up in green. This one here on the right hand side comes up in the top of our screen. Now this is actually a speed limiter. So the really good thing there is if you're doing a lot of slower traffic where it's a 60 kilometre speed limit, you can actually set it at 60 and not have to worry about driving over. It will physically stop you from driving over and accelerating past 60 kilometres. You will still roll down a hill faster than the 60, but then it starts to beep at you, so really handy feature there. On the left hand side, I've got my radio controls here. Nice and easy to turn my volume up and down, go through my radio stations or change my mode, and then having the phone controls on the bottom of the steering wheel, right at your thumb controls, really nice and easy to use. From there we'll come across to the main command unit in the car here. You can see just on our radio, all touch screen, so nice and easy to use. Now if I push the mode button, really good, comes up here nice and clear, showing you what's available at the time. So FM, AM radio, digital audio. We also do have a CD in there at the moment, but then you can come down here, you've got your USB there, there's an SD card there and your Bluetooth. So the CD player is in behind the screen here, popping that open for you to have a look. You can see there the SD card can go in there with some music on, or you can put your CD in the top and then you just click your open button to close it back up. While we're looking at the screen, I'll pop it into reverse for you. As I said, reverse camera there, so really clear. Roughly a metre behind the car is the end of the green line and 300 mil. So as we back up to the vehicle behind us, you can see how clear that is just there, and that's roughly 30 centimetres in front of that car, so nice and easy there to use. Coming down, we do have our dual zone climate control, so I can adjust the passenger side down for our cameraman today to blow some cold air back for them and keep it nice and warm on my side. Down below here we actually have a little screen display with our lights that'll pop up when we first start the car. Really good if you have people sitting back in their seats in the back and they're not wearing their seat belts. It will show you that they've unplugged their seat belt there, so nicely done. Hazard light button there. Down below we have our rear diff lock switch. We also have our USB port and a 12 volt charge point with a lighter in there. Down below we've got a nice little flat tray, but sticking my fingers in either side, you can actually pull that tray out and find that somebody's dropped some coins down underneath there and through the gap, so you've got a little bit of storage underneath there as well. So nice and easy just to put that back in there and clip down. Coming from there, we've got our transmission shifter, so nice and easy to pop down through the gears into drive, or we can pop it across into that Tiptronic mode and drive like a manual here, or also using the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, which is really handy. Now coming further back, we do have our four-wheel drive selector here. Really good four-wheel drive. This is the Super Select Plus, I think it is, four-wheel drive system. So you've got our two-wheel drive being a rear-wheel drive car, our 4High, which turns the vehicle into an all-wheel drive. So really great news for towing, being able to have more traction while you're towing, or just with the weather, how it's been lately, really good for better traction on the roads, especially being in a ute. Then you go into your proper four-wheel drive modes, which is where you have your 4High lock central and your 4Low lock central. They're your proper modes for off-road and really slippery conditions. We have our two cup holders beside our handbrake lever there. Popping open our center console here, you'll see we've got a nice little flip-up tray, nice and easy to use there to store stuff on. And down below here, in there, we do have our 12-volt charge point as well, having a spare charger. And you'll see here, we can run our cords out from the center console without squashing them. So really good there. Now, as we have a look around the car, this car is in fantastic condition. The leather seats, very nice condition. The floor, the roof, right around the car has been very well looked after. And then coming back to the front, going through our service history. Now this car has only done just under the 20,000 kilometres. So the first 15,000, the complimentary inspection's been done at 1,500. The 15,000 kilometre service has been done, and then we've done an intermediate service when we got the vehicle as well. So you're not going to be due for your next service until that 30,000 kilometre mark. Alright, so that's our walk around video presentation for you today on this fantastic 2016 Triton Exceed. As you can see, the overall condition of this car is fantastic. The service history very well looked after. Great fuel economy on these two. So if you've got any more questions about this Triton, please give us a call here at Berwick Mitsubishi on 9907 0555, and thanks very much for watching.